Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, and it has almost no atmosphere to protect you. During the day, temperatures can reach 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. At night, they plunge to minus 180 degrees Celsius. If you landed on Mercury without protection, you'd either roast alive or freeze solid depending on where you stood. But there's more. With no breathable air, you'd lose consciousness in seconds. Your blood wouldn't boil instantly like in movies, but exposed moisture in your body would begin to evaporate. You'd suffocate while being baked by the sun. Not a great start. Venus is often called Earth's twin. That is a lie. Venus is the most hellish planet in the solar system. The surface temperature is around 465 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt zinc and lead. But the real killer is pressure. The atmosphere on Venus presses down with 92 times the pressure of Earth. That's like being nearly a kilometer underwater. If you landed there, first you'd be crushed. Your lungs would collapse. Any exposed equipment would fail quickly. Then there's the atmosphere itself, mostly carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. So while being slowly crushed and cooked alive, you'd also be breathing poison. Venus doesn't kill you quickly, it kills you brutally. Mars seems survivable compared to Venus. That's misleading. Mars has a thin atmosphere made mostly of carbon dioxide. Surface pressure is less than 1% of Earth's. Without a spacesuit, you'd suffocate almost immediately. Because the pressure is so low, moisture in your eyes, mouth, and lungs would begin to boil. Temperatures average around minus 60 degrees Celsius, so while gasping for air, you'd also begin freezing. Then come the dust storms, planet-wide storms that can last for weeks. Mars wouldn't explode you or crush you. It would quietly drain life from you in a cold, silent desert. Jupiter has no solid surface, so if you jumped in, you'd just keep falling. At first, you'd pass through clouds of ammonia and water. Winds reach over 600 kilometers per hour. Lightning storms larger than Earth rage around you. As you descend, pressure increases rapidly. Soon, the pressure would crush your body. Bones snap, organs fail. And if somehow you survive deeper, temperatures rise into thousands of degrees. Eventually, hydrogen turns into liquid. Then, metallic hydrogen. You'd be compressed, burned, and erased long before reaching anything resembling a center. Jupiter is not a place you land. It's a place you disappear. Saturn is similar to Jupiter, but somehow creepier. You'd fall through pale yellow clouds, surrounded by winds reaching 1,800 kilometers per hour in some regions. The deeper you go, the hotter and denser it becomes. You'd be torn by winds, frozen in upper layers, then crushed in lower layers. And because Saturn is less dense than water overall, people joke you could float it in a bathtub. You cannot float in Saturn. You can only die in Saturn. Uranus is an ice giant, but not made of normal ice. Inside are extreme fluids of water, ammonia, and methane under crushing pressure. The upper atmosphere is freezing, around minus 224 degrees Celsius, making it the coldest planet. You'd first freeze, then suffocate, then descend into layers where pressure would destroy you. Some scientists think diamonds may rain deep inside Uranus, so technically you might die while diamonds fall around you. Still not worth it. Neptune looks calm from far away. It isn't. Neptune has the fastest winds in the solar system, up to 2,100 kilometers per hour, faster than the speed of sound on Earth. Imagine being blasted by supersonic winds in darkness and freezing cold. Then comes the same crushing descent as Uranus. Toxic atmosphere, no oxygen, rising pressure, rising heat. Neptune would kill you violently and loudly. Earth. Oddly enough, Earth may be the safest planet, but it's still deadly. If you were dropped into the middle of the ocean, the Sahara Desert, Mount Everest, or deep underground, Earth could kill you with drowning, dehydration, freezing, or lack of oxygen. But compared to the rest of the solar system, Earth is paradise. Every other planet turns death into an art form. Pluto. Yes, Pluto is a dwarf planet, but we're counting it. Pluto is unimaginably cold, around minus 230 degrees Celsius. Its atmosphere is thin nitrogen that partially freezes and collapses when Pluto moves farther from the Sun. You'd freeze almost instantly. Any exposed skin would become brittle. Breathing would be impossible. Pluto wouldn't rage at you like Jupiter or cook you like Venus. It would simply turn you into a statue. Silent, dark, forgotten. So, which planet is the worst? If we rank pure horror, Fastest death, Mercury or Mars from vacuum exposure. Most painful, Venus. Most terrifying, Jupiter. Most violent, Neptune. Most lonely, Pluto. If you enjoyed this trip through planetary nightmares, hit like and subscribe for more content. And comment below, which planet do you think would be the worst way to go?